Good day and welcome to another edition of Outside of Genie, where we will be racing from the Vaal, the classic course today, 22nd of September. For those persons watching this video for the first time, the preview, I would just like to explain to you what Outside of Genie do. Outside of Genie is not your normal tipping service. What we do is we do a form analysis, and through the form analysis, we then select outsiders, horses, or longer price horses that we think can either place or even win the race. So we didn't give you that selections, and you add that to whatever you fancy in a race. So by combining your selections with outside the genie selections, you might be in line to collect the bigger payout, and that is what everybody ultimately strive to, is to get the big payout. This video is sponsored by Northwest Online Bloodstock, who is working with a joint partnership with G Team Racing, and I'll tell you about that a little bit more later. You can find us on on social media, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp. That's our details: 0835855113. And if you want to receive this video on a daily basis, notifications when the video are posted, you just click on subscribe now and ring the bell, and you'll get a notification every time that this video are posted on YouTube. Now, we do have some bragging rights. Again, we earned yesterday at Greyville. We gave you 5 out of 8 races. Race 1, our first selection, Karen B, won at 13-1. I did say in my preview of my video that this horse is going to go to the front, and they're going to try Catch Me If You Can, which unfortunately couldn't. And fortunately for Cornish P Stable, the horse kept on going and he won the race. Opening betting was 10-1, but there was 13-14-1 available as well. We also got a quartet in that race, paying 1,300 for an outlay of 360. Then race 2, our outsider selection. Let me quickly just clarify for you. Outright selection is the horse that will think that will win the race at any price. That is, can be a favorite, can be an outsider. We have given outright selections the other day at the Vaal, and I'm so proud of that, and I keep on talking about it. I give you guys Shabaranks 33-1. That was an outright selection. Then an outsider selection is one of 2 horses that we give you in a race. When we give you 2 horses in no particular order, but we think that those 2 outsiders has got the best chance of either winning or placing in that race. And during number 2, Academy Ward, being an outsider selection, won at 7-1, as the outsider selection number 10, Top Salute, at 10-1. Then our outright selection for race 4, which was also our best bet of the day at 12-10, that duly won, as well as race 6, our outright selection number 1, Truly Wicked, which was available at 53-1. And we recommend to take a double with race 4 onto race 6, that is race 4 and race 6, which also won at a nice price of 17-2. So all in all, yesterday, if you were a subscriber to Outside the Genie, you would have made a ton of money. Now, we do offer our selections, our daily reviews selections, and we have our normal package. It's 500 Rand a month, but if you sign up now till the end of the month, you can get it for 200 Rand. And then if you sign up now till the end of October, special offer, you only pay 400 Rand till the end of October. Then we have other special offer where if you sign up now till end of November for the summer season in Gauteng, you get a discount of 50%, so that therefore you only have to pay 750 Rand. What do you get for your money? We give you a race-by-race selection. As I said, the outright winner and 2 possible outsider selections, 2 daily recommended, all to come doubles, value bets, that is normally 6-1 or longer. Best bet of the day, we don't give you odds on. You can find that yourself. We sometimes try and give you the longer odds horses. We also give suggested trifecta and quartet selections, as I've just showed you now. Sometimes they win, or you can take some of those numbers, add them to your numbers, and mix it up, and still maybe be able to collect the dividend. We also give affordable PA and affordable big sixes, which you can play as is, or you can add on to that and or use some of the numbers in conjunction with your own numbers. When you join, you will be added to a WhatsApp group, and you'll then get a sheet like this, which have all your selections, race by race, your pick six, PA, trifecta quartets, your value bets, and your all to come double. So now let's go and have a look at today's racing at the Vaal. Now we kick off with a race one, a work riders race over 1600 meters at 11:40. Let's have a look at the betting. Here's the betting is as follows. Number one, New Bell, 13 to 10. Peace Command, 28 to 10. Exaltant, 5 to 1. Ocean Sprite, 8 to 1. 11 to 1 Evoke, 20 to 1 Suntrax. No Pants for me, 53 to 1. 44, 40 to 1. And longer the rest. Now, here's the favorite is number one, New Bell, but unfortunately today, I'm not in the camp of New Bell. This horse has been tried over longer distance, over 1400 meters, and it did run okay, but the horse do faint, and I'm not sure which is the correct distance for this horse, but I've got a slight thing that the 1600 today will definitely be not this horse favorite distance. The way he runs, it's not going to favor him. So I might be wrong. It is bred to do that, but sometimes breeding can mislead you. I've seen horses that is bred to stay 2 days, but they landed up sprinters and vice versa. So my selection here, I'm going to go right down to the bottom. Is Sean Terry, Piece of Diamond, a Master of Fate by Silvano. Here we have a horse that didn't that debuted behind the Static Green in the 4th of June. Static Green had went on to one maiden, the maiden Group 1 event on Gold Cup Day. But this horse did show some pace, and I'm sure looking at the breeding, that definitely that this distance of 1600 meters will suit this horse. This jockey has ridden quite a few numbers for Sean Terry, very competent. I'm not sure they're going to take this horse to late again. He might go and sit third or fourth and then just ran on at the end. So I'm looking at Peace Diamond. In terms of outsiders that you can have a look at, he's number two, Exaltant, is also a trier. Have been running places. I see it's now trained by Dirk de Vos. He used to train, and then I see he's now back training for Mr. Bywater. This horse has run some races, not over this distance. The further this horse has run 1450, but looking at the breeding, should be able to do the business and also have a competent jockey on board. Then number three, Ocean Sprite is also a long time maiden, 52 runs. And as we've seen before, sometimes they all get their day. We've had them quite a few out of them now. A lot of maidens who battle, because this time of the year is the time that your older maidens sometimes beats the younger horses, and also has been placed and running a few places. Car and fishing on board can improve and may be involved in the finish. Evoke is another horse that hasn't got much form, but in terms of this race might get a place. Be aware of Party Song. Put Party Song into your quartets. Maybe back in your quartets. I've seen in the past when Romeo Francis stable get form, anything can win and place. So definitely include. He's had a few winners lately, so definitely include that into your play. So let's move on to race number two, where we have all to come maiden plate, over 1200 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Forever Light 28 to 10, Global Town 28 to 10, 3 to 1 Parallax, Stone Circle 7 to 1, 8 to 1 Gold Fusion, Carolina Reaper 9, 25 to 1, and longer the rest. Let's have a look at the field. Yes, let's have a look at my selections. I just want to quickly mention it again, guys. And girls, I'm between two camps here. The one camp wants me to touch onto more horses a race. Other wants me to keep the thing as short as possible. So I cannot just discuss every horse in the field. So I'm touching on the horses that I fancy and that I have included into my selections. And here we have number 6, Global Town. Guys, and girls, I can't tell you how impressed I am with this stallion global view. If I had money, I'll buy into global views because I think this stallion is going to have a huge influence in South African racing. He's a son of Galileo, and his children are running over various distances. And here we have Global Town. He's had 2 nice races, and this horse is maturing nicely. And I do feel that this horse today has got a really good chance in winning this race. Last time out over the Turffontein inside, he ran 22.9, 400 to finish. And that to me, if a horse runs under 23 seconds, that is an achievement. And you need to take note of that. So my first selection, Global Town. Outside the selections, we're going to look at number 8, Parallax. He's not really an outsider, but I do like the breeding of this horse. And I think maybe you should just include it into your play, as well as number 10, Stone Circle, also a first timer. But also here, I'm impressed by the breeding. That is another stallion. Unfortunately, I believe he has died. King's Barnes. I think he would have been a huge asset for our stallion base, but that's how it goes. It's a by Carl man. Definitely maybe a horse that you want to include. And in the other horses that you can look at, number 2, Forest Quarry, maybe this is a long time battling. Maybe if you want to looking for a large payout, put him in the back end of your quartet. Can surprise maybe, but I doubt. Forever Light, also one of the favorites. He's had a nice run last time out, and he's a son of Duke Marmalade. Yeah, there is a thing going around that said that the Duke Marmalade scores and geldings are not as good as the fillies. I don't know. This horse ran second behind Lord Greyton. Lord Greyton came out and won after that. Then he ran in a juvenile plate behind Norbees, special glider. But this horse has got a chance. Moosey Henny on board do include. Caroline Reaper also looks like a horse getting the -4 that can improve. So maybe also inclusion into your quartet calculations. Let's move down to race number 3, where we have a maiden plate fillies and mares over 1,200 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have a first timer, which I'm not having obviously it's got no form, but it looks well on breeding, so you should look at that. My selection here from the horse that has got form for race number 3 is number 5. Let's have a look at the betting first. I'm getting ahead of myself now. Swiss Bank 22 to 1. Oksana 7 to 1, Lotus 10 to 1, Sign and Sealed 14 to 1, Meet the Captain 16 to 1, You Deserve It 18 to 1, and 50 to 1, and longer the rest. Yeah, so here my first selection is number 5, Swiss Bank Trippy by a Fortwood mare. Nice breeding. This horse is improving. Did run well behind Louis Gem last time out. Now running over the 1,200 meters, which I don't think will be a problem. Lyle Hewison running from on board from draw 1, and maybe Swiss Bank can improve furthermore. Obviously, depends on the ability of the first timer. Also, number 6, Meet the Captain, is a horse that you can looks to me that can be improved. It's a captain of all by Magog Meer. Didn't run too bad in his last 2 races. Definitely worth inclusion into your calculations, as is number 4, Oksana. 2 runs back ran hovering behind Castle Corner. Last time out, over a little bit longer behind St. Joseph Lily, but maybe today back over the 1,200 meters will suit better. Also a Futura out of a Western Winter mare, not badly bred. Here then, let's go down to the favorite. It's a coup de grace by Beloved Country by Trippy, or out of Beloved Country by Trippy. Nicely bred Wilgebos filly, so watch out for that one. And we move on to race number 4. Another maiden plate over 1,200 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we bet San Andreas 18 to 10, 5 to 1 the field. Lazy Guys 5 to 1, Reggae Rocks 8 to 1, Mexico Jubilee 10 to 1, 12 to 1, Bang and Night Hurricane Headley 14 to 1, Curfew 14 to 1, Racing Man 16, first time at 28 and 50 to 1 Ramon. Now, guys, here you got two options. Either you're going to bank it in the favorite and hope he comes home, or failing that, you're going to go for the field. So let's have a look at this horse. It's a Vercingetorix by out of Shiver My Timbers by Cordoba. Shiver My Timbers have bred some nicely horses in the past, so nicely bred. He did debut behind Captain OP, and then last time ran behind Lion's Head. Slow crop misuse, so the horse was a little bit slow. And yeah, if you, I'm not just, I don't know, the form. I'm not too excited about this horse's form. I won't be running to take the 14 to 10. Instead, my selection to win this race is number 7, Lazy Guy. Lazy Guy is a willow magic, which I also believe is going to be a nice stallion by a national emblem mare. It did the debut behind Money Fighter over 1200 meters at a Vaal, 3 lengths behind, but it ran on nicely, 23.3 seconds. That's not bad. Ran on from near, and I think Lazy Guy has got an excellent chance to win this race. Then I want to go up to number 2. And that's Racing Man. Racing Man is also one of those horses that keep on running at the end. You'll see second fastest, 400, third, getting the -2, older horse, and already has 18 runs, looking for a win. And that is the kind of form that can upset. Then I'm going to go down to another horse, and please don't fall off your chairs laughing. But this horse, number 3, Ramon. Now, again, Roman Francis, as I said, is not a fool. He knows how to train horses, and when his stable hits form, you need to watch out for his horses. This horse is showing slightly improvement last time out, and that is what caught my eye. It was slow into stride, but it did a 22.9, 400 to finish, which is good. Anything under 23 seconds, 400 to finish is good. So there are signs that this horse is improving, and definitely I would include it into my pick 6, because if we do come in, you're gonna thank outside the uni. If it doesn't, keep on following it. I'm sure this horse is gonna improve and might then win a race in the future. So keep an eye out for Ramon. Let's move on to race number 5, which is a maiden plate over 1600 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have the favorite 5 to 10, In Abundance 6 to 1, Baymax 6 to 1, Gav's Angel 14, 20 to 1, Wild Heritage 33 to 1, and longer the rest. Yes, the favorite here should arrive. Let's have a look at it. It is definitely not a strong field. And here we have the favorite number 8, Bigwa. There's a gelding of Paarfork by a Century Stat May. That was quite a nice marauding lady. She won a few races. Century Stand, I remember him way many years ago, was also a very good racehorse. This horse is improving steadily, and last time out, back to black, just got beaten on the line. And I do think today Bigwa is going to run a huge race here. But there's one horse that I'm scared of, and that's number 1, and that is In Abundance. It's a Silvano, a 4-year-old, well-bred, that love galore mare, has thrown a Grade 1 winner. I can't remember the name now, but this horse also looks like this 1600 meter will suit him. So definitely, maybe not banker number 8, but go in 1 and 8 in this race. Yeah, then there are the horses with chances, that you can include. Another one that you might want to look at is number 11, Watch Your Mouth, same thing. Drawn to, and also improving, do throw into your quartets. It might run into the placings. Also run a 23.5 last time out. Might be looking at a Louis the King out of a Silvano mare. The 1600 meters is gonna suit. So watch out for Watch Your Mouth. Then let's go to race number 6. Race number 6 is a merit rated 71 handicap, Class D, average merit rated 66. And here we have the betting as follows. Number 4, Palace Green, 22 to 10. Littlewood 3 to 1. Artisan 6 to 1. Illuminate 7 to 1. Custom Made 8 to 1. Village Deep 11 to 1. French Leaf 14 to 1. 25 to 1, and longer the rest. Yeah, this is a very open race over 2,400 meters. Many horses with chances. And here I'm going to, my selection in this race is number 3, French Leaf. Now, Yanni Borman, I've known Yanni Borman for I don't know how many years, but um, a long time. And he's now moved to the Vaal from Kimberley, and I really think he needs a bit of luck. This horse is getting -4. It's now running in a 66, but as you see it, it has run against some stronger position in both his last races, against Dance Class, now down in class, and there you have 81 behind Fact. This horse, the distance suits. He has won over this course and distance. So hopefully number 2, French Leaf at 14 to 1 today will come in. Then other horses I want to touch on is number 2, Illuminate. Number 2, Illuminate, also a horse who's always there and thereabouts. Has run behind Barak last time, 2 runs ago, behind the Sats. And I'm looking for Illuminate any day now to go into the first box. Maybe today is his day. Then another horse that you might want to include in your bigger play is number 11, Tiddle's Bullet. Tiddle's Bullet is bred for this distance. It's Gitano Hernando out of a lady, Kanduba mare. He has won over 2,000 meter in Natal, and he's showing signs running here and there. Has run against a few strong opposition, and with the Cornice piece in stable in form, you might want to include this in your larger pick six and even include it into your quartets. But there's many horses with chances in this race. Let's quickly run through it. Number 1, Littlewood Pierce Trader, I'm also definitely with a chance. That was my best bet last time, but then got run out of it by Ration My Passion, but in a lower division. And yeah, it's been beaten by Dance Class. So definitely a horse into that has got a chance. Definitely in with, need to be put into your pick sixes and your other play. Palace Green is the favorite. Larina, drawn 12, has also run some nice races last time, second to Barak. Barak did frank the form and did win last time. Now, the problem with this 2,400 meters, you never know what the pace is going to be. And I've seen horses running against each other, beating each other on, occasions. So that 2,400 over the Vaal is not an easy race to win. Palace Green has run against some good horses and deserved to be the favorite, but that doesn't guarantee that he will win the race. So now let's move on to race number 6. Race number 6 is, race number 7 is a 2,000 meters class E, average merit rating 61. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have Sami Musa 5 to 2, Pink 3 to 1, the SAS 5 to 1, Plumfield 8 to 1, Plucker up 14 to 1, Muscat Mala 16 to 1, Passion Peach 20 to 1, and longer the rest. Now, guys, I've been preaching this horse for so long, and every time he always finds somebody to beat him. But today he's running in a class E division 61. Last time out, he ran in a C division and a D division. Now it's back in the E division, where he got run out of it by Pucker up last time out. He ran in this division, and before that, Western Dance. But I do believe today, with Lyle Hewitson on board, that Sami Musa is going to win this race. He is also my best bet of the day, and I'm looking for him to come in since the St. Grey stable is in form. So today, I'm looking for Sami Musa to run a huge race. Outsiders that you can look at is number 5, Plumfield. This horse has also shown a nice form, and is always there and thereabouts, and has run also here and there against a bit of strong opposition. So definitely include into your calculations. Then also number 14. I want to go down to number 14. Now, if you play a pick six and you've got money, put this horse in Generoso. This horse, it doesn't show here, but a while ago, this horse beat horses with merit ratings far higher than he had. And Generoso is one of those horses. If he decides to run today, he will run, and he will beat this. He can beat this field. Already he's got 96 races, only 2 wins, but has already amassed 400,000 rand for a purchase price of 15. Yeah, I think Romeo Francis will never give this horse away because he never knows when this horse is going to win. And today with Kumar on board, who is also running, having a good run. Yeah, that is a horse that he will be running on from the back. That you can be assured of. And with the long straight, you might just pop up. So if you've got extra financing, pop it into your pick six, pop it into your quartets. If you do arrive, you're going to thank outside the Genie. Then we have a lot of horses. I think a lot of hopers. I won't say no hopers, but a lot of hopers in this field. Yeah, number 9, Glamorous Scandal by Pierce Trenum. Pierce Trenum has got a good record on this horse. And last time out that this horse won, that had Pierce Trenum on board. So again, if you can afford it in your larger pick sixes, do include Glamorous Scandal. I think he can be a dangerous outsider. So do include in all your play if you can afford. Then let's move on to race number 8. Race number 8 is a 1,000-meter merit finish, a merit 95 divided handicap, class B, average merit rated 88. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have Sear Talent 33 to 10, Ula 4 to 1, Before the Dawn 6 to 1, Stellar Motion 6 to 1, Madame Patrice 15 to 2, Winter Match 12 to 1, 16 to 1, Shea Bella, and Capetina and Gold Image all, and then to 18 to 1 along the field. A very, very open race after a lot of studying, which I'm not going to go into the, all the weights and things, because there's form lines, that horses ran against each other. And I came to the conclusion that my first selection in this race will be number 2, Winter Watch. Down in class, I have run against some of these people from these horses before, has beaten them all on the weight turnarounds, has got the beating of them now. And one of them is Shea Bella, which I also fancy. On the weight turnarounds, Winter Watch has got the beating of Shea Bella. And then, yeah, also, as I said, Before the Dawn, also in with a chance, has run against some good competition. Eskimo Kisses in with a chance. A very, very open race. Even I'm scared of number 7, Captiana. It's now with Lucky the Lagers from the Jeb Woodruff stable. And that runs as half a length behind Winter Watch, can improve from there. So, yeah, a very, very open race. Madame Patrice last time won, but in a little bit of a lower division. And then we have Sheer Talent, who's now won 3 in a row. Might still be improving tomorrow on board, but now also is running against stronger fields than he might have run last time. But always watch out for a horse that's improving. So race 8, all in all, a difficult race. Let's move on to race number 9. Let's have a looking at the betting. Before we have a look at the betting on race 9, I just want to go back here and tell you more about Team G Racing. We have a part in a joint venture with NORTHWEST Online Bloodstock. We put together where we want the man in the street, the punter in the tote, or playing from home punter will be able to have a share in a horse and also experience the thrill of horse racing. We put together a package where you have part ownership of three race horses. 2 of them are currently racing and not far from winning, and the third one is a very well-bred 2-year-old that will probably make its debut January, February. So for a small once-off outlay of 2,050, excluding VAT, which you can pay in 2 installments of 118 each, you can then have a share in a racehorses, 3 racehorses, and the above fee includes all cost and training fees for 12 months. So the syndicate will be managed by NORTHWEST Online Bloodstock. So for more involvement, information, go to our website, NWOB, or give me a call or a WhatsApp at 061 231 0193. So let's move back to race number 9. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have the betting on race number 9. Francisco 7-2, Alès LeBlue 9-2, Mind Reader 11-2, Philadelphia 7-1, 15-2, Clockstopper, Speechmaker 10-1, 13-1, Beso Here Trumpet 14, Clear Morris 14, 25-1, and longer the rest. Also, an open race. On the face of it, it looks like number 2, Francisco, is going to be the winner of this race. But then I did some hard studying, and I came upon this form on horse number 8. Now, if you look at Clear Morris, ran against Francisco, and they were a half kilogram between them. And there was a half kilogram and less than a length behind Francisco. Francisco came out and won again. Temoros also beat Madame Patrice. Madame Patrice has won again. Way Up the World has won again. So very, very strong field. Lady of Steel. And here you have this horse at 14-1. Now, if you look at that, a half kilogram in difference. Now, today, the difference is Francisco is carrying 60 kilograms. Clear Morris is carrying 55 kilograms. So there's a 4.5 kilograms advantage. And you also got a services of P.S. Stradum. I think that this horse will go close in this race based on that. As I say, I'm a form analyzer. I work on weights and form and times and all of that. And based on what I see here, number 8, Clear Morris, has got the beating of this field. Because if you think Persia is the winner of this race, then Persia is going to have a hard time beating Clear Morris. But on the other hand, number 2 can be improving. But it's a very open race, and there's lots of horses with chances. Number 9, Philadelphia, I think, has also got a chance. Has run also some decent races against some decent horses in higher division. Here we have a second behind Captiva in a merit rated, average merit rated of 76. Now it's in the 65. Yeah, also, sorry, I forgot to mention that Clear Morris has run against the 80 last time out behind Restel. Here is 71, and 72 is 75. So also running against some less opposition that it's run against before. And also number 10, Speechmaker, has got a table change came from Fairview a while ago and has been steadily making progress. And also on that race behind Persia, and again on this one, on the weight, can run closer to Francisco. So Speechmaker, definitely a horse that you need to include. Well, that then concludes our preview for today at Vaal. I hope I could have pointed you in the right direction, and hopefully you can make a bit of money. And as I always say, break a leg.